Hi, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, we're going to scry an Inkblot I've made in the spirit of subconscious or spirit realm afterlife aura. If you'd like to join me for some symbolic support, we'll also add on tarot and oracle, and as well where the ghost gift is here, we have ghost to kick in for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate, so please do receive a release freely. For those that are new here, welcome. And for the OGs, I'm going to take a moment to open up so you can open with me, or you can fast forward through whatever feels good to you. Taking a nice deep breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the afterlife aura. Thank you so much for being here, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest. If this isn't your scry story, thank you for holding space for others. All right, let's dig in. You know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below or keep to yourself whatever feels well to you. Okay, so seeing a conversation, it's like there's two mouths here. And they are exchanging molecules. Molecules. Okay, so there might be somebody in spirit that would be somebody that you would kiss. So whether it's a partner or a parent, but they're speaking to you. They're speaking to you from spirit to your spirit as your spirit is incarnate. Yes. They're also exchanging, how do I say? Give me a moment.
Bedroom.
Languages, like you might have had completely different, I don't want to say completely, that's not right. You had love languages, different love languages. I'm seeing something between you two, whoever this is in spirit, and it feels as though like there's okay. I'm going to say the word traffic. I don't know if that's in relation to how they passed in a traffic accident, perhaps. But I'm like, I don't know if somebody's talking about this a lot. Like there's a lot of talking traffic, or there was something in relation to traffic. I'm going to keep going here. So there might have even been something about I want to say like a fire or something like that. But it feels like a viral fire, so I don't know if this is like some form of dis-ease or that had like a burning sensation.
I want to talk.
You're absolutely welcome to come on in and talk. Interesting how the Inkblot didn't actually mimic both ways. So there's a few things I'm seeing here. Yeah, okay, so in relation to when I was talking about the dis-ease, like see all this is what I'm seeing between the mouths. Like maybe there is some last words or something like that. Give me a moment. We will work through it.
What do you mean?
It's like as above, so below. They're working on a wisdom or helping you work through a wisdom of what happened. I don't know if you're replaying it a lot in the mind or in the head or feeling the sensations. But right here, I'm seeing like a genie come out of a little bottle, and they're freeing a seahorse dove. And there's something about this seahorse symbol. And interestingly enough, I'm hearing that I'm a little teapot, short and spout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. I don't know.
Jim.
I don't know. Is this a... Okay, so maybe it's your child or a child. Again, because I'm seeing like that kiss. This love that represents an exchange of something. And I feel like they might have gotten sick from something. Okay, so there's a few coming through here. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Okay, so there's a child here that has passed, and I believe a gentleman that has passed in regards to a traffic accident. Because maybe that's why the Inkblot didn't come through the same way. Because it's like two stories at once. The child had some sort of dis-ease. They communicate with you in like the back of your head. They're trying to bring it, like make a wish come true. They hear your wishes, and whatever it is that you want for them, in now that they are no longer in density, they hear that and they are that. These wishes, like I wish that they're at peace. I wish they're not suffering anymore. They hear this and they are this.
Caller.
And they're trying to tell you that. They're trying to let you know that they have, they have moved on from that fight because there's conflict in the body, something about the body. Okay, so the gentleman that was in the traffic accident, he shook hands with the person who was like saying goodbye to him. So like wherever he was, like he shook hands with somebody. He's like, see you later, buddy. Or, thank you. I'm going to leave. So he was leaving somewhere where there was other people. He didn't know there was a secret conflict. I don't know that secret's the right word, but there's some sort of, like, he didn't know somebody had a hankering for him or something along that lines. There's just something about it. He didn't know.
It's unknown.
And because he didn't know, he assumed, he didn't think anything. But it's almost like there was something, when he left in his car or truck, like his death is all very mysterious. Because it's like, what happened? Nobody seems to be able to know what happened. And maybe that's when I'm coming back to the one story of the talking and the talking. Trying to talk it out, feel it out. I've even, I'm retracing steps. Like if this is something that happened, I'm retracing steps back. There's a dragon there, a little baby dragon. I feel like I got close to figuring out what happened, like who, when, who, what, where, when, why. That's what I'm hearing. Who, what, where, when, why. It happened at night. Because I'm seeing like Batman here. Or, I don't even know what that is. Or like a Mothman or something like that. Somebody did see something. It's like they saw one part of it. It wouldn't necessarily clear up the mystery, but it's like whatever the scene. I'm going to say, this is interesting. I'm going to say scene of the crime. But I don't know that they knew it was the scene of a crime because they saw an accident. So, and they saw like the end effect of it, but there's a cause. And it's a person they shook hands with. Somebody that they thought was a friend.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, something happened with them. Okay. They worked through some sort of illusion about this. Okay, I'll bring these in for you. So the person or persons, and maybe this is a parent or a sibling or a very close friend. I don't know if you like, it's like picking at an old wound, and I'm not trying to be insensitive because this might have happened when somebody was 37. I don't feel like it's recent.
Elderly.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's recent. Could have even been weather. Okay, so this gentleman that I'm talking about, he went immediately to the light. And for simplicity's sake, that's the way I'm going to say it. Not simplicity's sake, but nonetheless. So he went directly into the light. There was an air of confusion because it was so unexpected the way he passed. Again, it was an accident, but there was also a crime involved. Somebody that was looking for what happened because something didn't make sense. And it was almost like if I made this accident make sense, then it would help something out. Yeah, celebration and enlightenment. It would help bring something to light. But it's like the travels that happened, or what you had to go through and talk it out was exhausting. And if you think, as I'm hearing this as a side thing, if you're thinking that you have been defeated or like you did, it didn't get solved, not you. And I think this is the thing, because I'm hearing you don't have to solve this. I understand the pain the mystery kind of carries, but don't feel bad if you gave up or became exhausted by it, because celebration happened in the realm of enlightenment. Something is known by this spirit of what happened. And I didn't know this person, that I upset this person. Somehow it's like, I don't know. Okay. So I want to come back. I want to come back to when they went into the afterlife. And being in this state of confusion that I'm going to say was because it happened so quickly. It's almost like there was a drug in the meantime, right? And it like something fogged up. So the physical person didn't actually feel a whole lot, because it's not like, I could say it's like a drinking and driving, but it's like something spiked the drink. And so there was an added something or other. So there was no sensation. So it was almost just like a loss of consciousness, like falling asleep at the wheel or something like that. Because unbeknownst to them, something mysterious had been added. So when they went into the, past, and it happened like, because they actually saw something else happening around them. Like when they came out of physical form, still here incarnate, they saw other things happening. They saw the people. They absolutely had that question, like, what happened? Why? What's going on? They could see I'm going to say the chaos. And somebody very loving came in. Somebody else listened or watched from afar, because they knew something would happen in a certain time frame. And it's like waiting to hear the news the next day. And they knew about it. Where this is right in here. So I'm seeing this like an angel of justice, I'm going to say. As soon as that happened and this person did this handshake, I don't know why that doesn't feel earnest to me, because it feels like a liar. But as soon as they did that, they attached themselves to something. And I can't speak to that. Back into the ash. So they witnessed this scene. It was important for them to see the scene, because when they were met by someone, it was to bring them about safe travel, happiness, and good fortune. And this is inevitably what happened in their way to, I'm going to say again, the afterlife, right? Into spirit form. But when they were looking at this scene, they had to see it for some reason, because it would make sense later on in their reflections. There is a sense of doom and gloom in that moment because it was so unexpected. It was almost like seeing an accident, but you don't even know you're a part of it. And then someone else comes in. Can I get a something of a someone else? Somebody came in after they were like seeing this, but they were also being watched from afar. Like they couldn't approach this person that passed really quickly. Okay, there might have even been 3, because there's a lot of people watching, but they're very singular energies. It's like the person that shook hands way over there, that might have, I'm pretty sure, is the source or the cause of this to put something in motion. Then there's the pertinent person who witnessed it, but they saw an accident. They would have no idea, maybe they're the person that reported it, or they were the other person in the car. And then there's this like guidance energy that came in. There's definitely a celebration of this person, and I want to say my son or my brother, that is on the other side, and it's all very celebratory right now. Even if you felt like you didn't, sorry, I'm not even on the right camera. Yeah, there is something about 3. Maybe they had 3 beers, or I don't know what it is. See, they left like a bar or tavern, someplace social. Please know that I am exactly where I needed to be. And though it all happened in like a crime scene, I am clear. I am clear. For the healing has been done. Ophiuchus being a very healing sign. Yeah, it's like somehow, like so much success has been made by this spirit that has crossed over. This gentleman that crossed over by some sort of a sudden car accident. Okay, but I don't, right? I think I've said that well enough that it wasn't just a car accident. It was really a crime. A crime was the cause. But it's almost like, if you can bear with me in considering universal justice of sorts. It cleared, and there's, I don't even know that cleared is the right word. The spirit that passed is celebrating. And I don't know how to say that without it possibly like, no, see, I hear like the living would want me to be celebratory, because they know what happened. It's not for you to figure out or stress yourself out. On the other hand, there's this rabbit hole, because there might be a few people with this spirit story. You figured out what happened, and they are celebrating with you. They are celebrating with you. Success, good fortune, safe travels, and happiness. 3 of Cups in the Sun. It's like this person went in for a good time meeting buddies. Did I say that? Especially with the 3 of Cups, the Sun, 8 of Cups. There's something he left you, or that you found, that you cherish. You might even be this person's father. Like you had to bury him. And then it's like that awoken this fire in you to find out what happened, because this doesn't make sense. And while, yes, many things in life don't make sense, it feels like it birthed something in you as well. I don't want to say necessary. Okay, so, and then learn the truth right here. So somebody did find out the truth. And that person might now be in prison, but not for the crime committed, but for like maybe other similar crimes committed. It's almost as if this person who passed had so much success in their life, they had envy around them.
Locket.
Was it a locket? Or it's something like that. It's something metal-ish. Could be a coin, could be a watch, a necklace, a chain, something along that line. Something metal that was left. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Blessings to that person or to whoever the scry story is. I'm going to now move on to the child and see if the child has anything to say as we're switching gears in the Wheel of Fortune. So thank you so much for being here. And lots of hugs I sent to you. Okay. On to the child story, if I can.
Can you feel me?
I am doing my very, very best. Can you feel me? Okay, the child is on this side of this scroll. Okay, they had something, whatever this dis-ease was or whatever happened.
Sad.
Yeah, it is sad. I feel like, okay, so the word Joseph could mean something, or like Chester. Do you know what it's like? It's as if, I don't know if this child is, okay. I'm going to cry. Hold on. So I think this child was abused, because I'm seeing, like when I said before, like that virus, I'm actually seeing his bruises all over. And though I don't know a whole lot about, diseases that may have like, rashes or things. But what I'm getting is that they were abused very, very badly. There's just bruises everywhere, hurts, and like, just, like you said, monster, nasty things. Nasty, nasty things. And it might have happened in what would have been what we would say is like a safe place.
Idiotic.
You go home or to your place of faith or to a playground or to your uncle's house or your aunt's house or a cousin's house. I don't know. But something happened, and I don't know if it just made bruises on the brain and it created so much conflict in this kid's mind as one grew up, or I still see them as a child, like, I don't know, maybe 11, 12 and under. They've come to a resolution, so I'm grateful for that, because they're bringing that energy in for me, because that was rough. That was rough. They were in danger and couldn't tell anybody, or maybe somebody didn't know. See danger again, yeah. Give me a moment. Thank you. Oh. They're tapping me on my right shoulder. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Like, I don't mean to laugh. That's how I try and break it up, because I'm just like, oh my goodness, celebration. This resolution has been celebrated in their spirit passing on. If something has happened, there's been something that has been completed, but somebody does miss them. Or are you calling me Miss? That's hilarious. Miss, it's okay. Don't cry. Don't cry, Miss. And I'm like, no, I'm crying. I'm absolutely crying. They were met by them. Okay, so I'm seeing a ram. I think it's like a baby ram or a goat. It could be an Aries season or Aryan energy, or again, like just force, Mars energy. I'm seeing a bird squawking. And I'm seeing down here that they were just, I don't, like if you can imagine, okay, thank you. In the show The Sandman, Kevin, does the name Kevin mean anything? At some point in time, they fight with words. There's a thing, and they say, I am this, and they speak what they're turning into. This child was met with just anger or resentment. It's very curious. And it's like, if you can imagine, like even in a cartoon or something like that, just so it can be drawn and seen, like when somebody just has this anger about them and it's like their whole aura turns red, and you can see this kid like drawing it in with a crayon, and it's like,
Silly.
I know I can be silly. Okay, so this is interesting. The Strength card just came up. This actress in the Game of Thrones is the actress in The Sandman having that word battle. Oh, it makes me very uncomfortable. I don't know if they were like held prisoner or what the situation was, but inevitably they fell. This child fell to their passing. They fell to their death. And I don't even know. It was peace for them. So this child spirit steps through, and I want to remind this as I'm like cooling down from the grand emotions. They have completed something. They are no longer suffering. They have balanced things out. They might even be trying to help others that are in like the adult situation. Okay, the talking again. Yes. I know I spoke something in the beginning. I think this is to a parent about a wish. Like with the genie, and they hear your wishes. Please know, I don't know if justice has been served in the here and now, or it was served out in a way that, does it ever really matter from a human emotional space about justice? I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm staying in an emotional space. There's still a loss that no amount of justice can fill. And I'm hearing this like a wish. I feel like this is a mother or a sister that I'm speaking of, that's still living. See, it was somebody that, they knew. They tried to ask for help. I don't think that they were heard. It's almost like it wasn't believable. It's almost like if you were the living person and you found this out, or it was
A
true,
long time ago.
it's almost like the child was like, I don't want to tell you, because then it's going to break your
Siblings.
heart too. Yeah, there is siblings somewhere in this. There is. I don't know where they are in this. It's somebody so close. This is how it's feeling for me. It's somebody so close to me in title or position that they helped somebody grieve. Okay. So okay, the emotional kaleidoscope deck, which I will put the link below. However, conscious, subconscious. Anyway, it's not the point. I'm getting all excited here because, like, what are the odds? When I was getting set up today, and sorry, I'll just bring it up. I know this is off topic, but this is the inkblot that was chosen by the creator, Ruth, of this deck. And I just happened to set it aside today because I was like, oh, I'm going to play with the frame. And I love that it's come up. Like, oh my goodness. Okay,
Shaman.
sorry. Just having a moment. The conscious question, was it easy to make friends in high school? And are there any factors that need to be considered? See, it's something. Is it a teacher? Is it a teacher? What is your understanding of suppressed emotions? What key function do you think its role is in protecting the mind? And what would happen if you were to stop doing your daily routine? This was hidden. I think it might have been a teacher or something in association with school. Different kinds of schools, I suppose, exist. They couldn't say anything because it's like, I'm going to tell somebody. It's like if you tell somebody, you're going to break their hearts, and that creates an indecision. You want to break your mom or your dad or your sister's hearts and say this is going on. But at the same time, I feel like I was like, I don't know if it's like a guidance counselor or I reached out for help from a guidance counselor. But it's almost like something inevitably took my life from me.
Sorry.
Or I took my life because of the suppressed emotions that was protecting the mind to get through that. I'm going to cry again. Oh my goodness. Thank you. But I hear you. I think they did take their own life. Okay. I'm here. Just give me a moment. Because this child was protecting their mind. And they wanted a new start. They wanted a new start in spirit. And the siblings that they still connect with,
Stroke.
just from the spirit realm, they feel your pain. So now I feel like I'm speaking to siblings from this child. They feel your pain. They hear you. They're watching you grow up, and they are so happy for you. But they understand that there might now be, because of their passing and the way it happened, that it has now left you with a feeling of being left by them, and the guilt of not knowing, or the guilt of not believing. I don't know what it is. And even it's like that. It's like, I don't know what it is. And it's like I'm beating myself up, and please don't. Six of Spears, please don't. It's completed. It's done. It was about me. And I'm sorry if it was selfish for me. There was so much going on in the subconscious realm. Closing out messages for the spirit. See, there's another 5. There's been lots of 5s in this, but this wish. Something about a message like, please don't, like, oh my, I'm just going to say the way I'm hearing it, like, oh my poor brother, or oh my poor sibling was going through this. I'm hearing like, to move on from that. To the best of your ability, compassionately, of course. Because I did fight the whole time. I fought the whole time. Within myself, quietly, whatever the case may be, I did fight for me. I did. But then I was met upon passing. I was given a light upon this person's passing. And this is where I'm learning about justice. This is where I'm learning about peace. And I'm sharing that with you, siblings. I'm sharing that with you to help your wishes come true, to protect you to the best of my ability from this space that I'm in. There is so much love, and I am sorry if it was selfish. But now it's like I am a student. I don't know how to explain this. I feel like I am a student. It's like I'm a young monk of sorts. And I am getting better with you. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for being a part of this. They are sending protection. Absolutely. So I'm just going to leave it here. Thank you so much. I do hope that this is, you do like, share, and subscribe. Your attention and awareness warms my haunted heart, and I am so grateful for you being here. Until next time, we will flip it and see what other stories come through. Namaste. Complete compassion. Powerful people.